All right, so let's see. We'll start noodling around with this. I worked on this last night for moving it, but I worked on this last night during my live stream, the very first one I ever did, and it was on my Twitch TV account, which was pretty fun, kind of intimidating since I've never done it before, but it was fun. I like doing it. It's it's weird being live, which is pretty cool. So I'm working on this little watercolor card. So I painted these houses last night, and now I'm just going to go over and outline them because I have to do the other side. So what I did last night was I worked on the wrong side of the paper because that way I'm less afraid of making a mistake. And if I kind of go a little rogue and it doesn't turn out that the way I'd wanted it to, I'm not too worked up about it because then I have the other side. So this is kind of like the map of what I wanted to do. But I've had this idea in my head for like ever and a day to do a little foldable village house card because I love drawing little houses. I love drawing little city scenes and villages and that kind of thing. So this was kind of like I thought it was kind of a cute little idea. And I thought now I'm adding this black pen because that gives it just a super big pop of awesomeness. And I just tried to make them all a little bit different. This one kind of ran down, but I don't care. Whatever. If you hear snoring, that's my little pug. She's my little buddy, and she hangs around in my studio with me all day, every day. She's always right next to me, so she's snoring in her little bed. Her name is Rosemary. Let's see. That's kind of a pretty window. I think I'll do some and see how I'm doing lines that are kind of double lines. The first line's not the right line, kind of a thought process. Thank you, Joanne Sharp, for that. That's who taught me don't sweat the small stuff. And if you go over something 2 or 3 times, then it gives it a lot more of a sketchy look, which I love because it definitely loosens things up and makes it a lot more enjoyable because you're not a stress case over making things perfection. And I am also not somebody who does realism. I suck at it, and it's just not my cup of tea. Add some little scallops here. See how it's just kind of doodly and fun and quirky? I think this guy needs just something. Who needs background music when you've got Rosemary? And they're just all different little shapes. And then once you fold it up, everything will be visible. It'll be a nice little layered kind of look. So and then maybe I'm thinking maybe I'll grab some colored pencils and put some colored pencils to work in here. That's a nice big window. You can always add curtains or something in there too. I think actually I'm going to do two panes since I did one over there. I was just watching this documentary on Netflix called, what the heck was it called? Escaping the Twin Flames. It was like about a cult that these people, I don't even remember where it was, but wherever it was this couple that they started this like an online community, and they were interviewing a bunch of the people that were participants in this group and how they had to escape it. It was just kind of really sad. And I was watching it going, geez, I don't know how you find yourself in something like that. That's got to be pretty scary, being trapped and not knowing how the hell to get out of it. My window frames are they're not straight, so they're not exactly well-placed windows if an architect was making it. But this is why it's just kind of fun, right? Embrace the quirk. I'm also realizing that I didn't put any windows on my doors. That was kind of silly. This one doesn't even have a door, but that's okay because it's imaginary. And see, I'm just kind of scribbling and adding some quirky little lines to make it sketchier looking. Let's see how it's going to go. It'll be okay. And then on this side, the white side, I'll have more. It'll be fun to kind of stand up like that too. It's going to have to get flattened, that's for sure. I have a text message I have to return. 1 second. Always got to check these to make sure that there's nobody at school that needs something, or somebody's sick and needs you to come and pick them up, or I forgot my lunch or school project. So I just have to have the phone near me. So just in case one of my kids is in need. But it wasn't them. They're all right. Busy days for these guys now that they're getting older. You can't even put like little rub-on transfers on these. I don't have any of those. I would love to get some. But that'd be kind of cute. Or even maybe I'll grab some rubber stamps. This is a weird shaped house. It's kind of like got a church steeple thing going. But I just want to do all different ones when I was sketching them out on last night's live stream. And I was also saying it'd be kind of neat to do like a Christmas theme, almost like or a holiday theme, like all gingerbread houses. Wouldn't that be kind of cute? I mean, I can't imagine doing them for Christmas cards to send out because you'd be doing them until you're dead because it'd take forever. But maybe for a special little, grandma or your best friend or something, that'd be kind of a neat little card to send to your buddy. Somebody who would really appreciate it. Or even like, what if you did little shops, like a bakery, a toy shop, a hair salon, a restaurant, bistro. That'd be kind of cute too. The ideas and the possibilities are kind of endless when it comes to doing stuff like that. And then, like, I'm looking at my doors, and it's not bothering me, but I kind of do want to add some windows in there. So I'm thinking I might grab some scrappy watercolor papers. Is this one? Yeah, like something like this that, just like brush strokes, and collage them on to give them a little more something. Then it starts turning into like a double piece. Oh, I forgot this one. And then I'm also thinking, wouldn't it be fun to put like little trees or little birds? Get little birds back here flying. That's kind of cute. I love that. Look at how cute that is. And I think I'm actually going to futz around with this one a little bit because I want these to kind of stand out. It's hard to cut when it's in the accordion mode, but there. So that's pretty cute. So it kind of opens like that. So now I'm going to do the other side. And I've already got my shapes already laid out for my houses. So I'm just going to give myself some ideas of where I want to put what. And I think this side I'm going to change up the designs. But I think maybe like I'll put in a tree or a bench or something like that because why not? Let's see this one. There's an eraser. And by doing this in pencil, I'm giving myself ideas of where I want to put things. And so this one had like the little circle at the top and it had like a scallop kind of a roof. I think I'll do kind of a straight roof here. And then maybe you'll do like a triangular window. Nah, I don't like that. Nah. Maybe I'll do a big oval. And then maybe I'll just leave that for now. And then let's make this one have a door, and then I'll do a window here. And then maybe I'll try to remember to do some trees. I should actually do trees over here too, because that's kind of cute. And I'm just lightly sketching it so that I can erase easily. And then this one we'll do like little square windows. Maybe I'll do a door there. Let's see, this one I think, you know what, I would like some stripes. This one needs to be wider. Cute. And then maybe, you know, the other thing I'm thinking of is window boxes, because that would be really kind of cute. Very villagey. And there's my one little chimney. I did do one with a chimney. I didn't do any others with a chimney. I just did this one. So note to self for next time, make more houses or villages with chimneys because they're pretty cute. This one, I think I'll do a tree. So just help me remember where it is when I'm painting my first layer. This one was the one that we just cut out. So that's kind of a square boxy shape. So I think I'm going to actually do similarly, but a completely different color scheme. And what did I do for windows? Round windows. So maybe I'll do some really thin apartment-y kind of windows. It doesn't matter if they're evenly spaced or not, because this is an imaginary. Using the imagination. So I'm going to give a kind of a thicker roof too, because why not? This one was kind of a thin roof. And we'll do maybe we'll do a little sign there that says fabric. Why not? And then maybe, you know what I love to do? I love to do little dangly things on houses and eaves and that kind of thing. So I'm going to need to do that on some of these. Let's see, maybe I'll do a star on that one. Let's see, this guy could use a little bush of some sort, little greenery. That's cute. All right, so I'll start throwing some color down. I just got my paint set here from what I got on good old Amazon, because why not? Let me start with blue. I generally buy for color and not brand, because I don't want to. I'm not big on spending a buttload of money on paints, because A, I can't afford it, and B, the more expensive things are in my little pea brain, the less I want to use them, if that makes any sense, because I get intimidated by, oh God, I just spent, $50 on this watercolor pad. Now I'm afraid to use it. I don't like feeling like that. So whenever I teach my classes, I always say, buy for the colors that you like, and don't get bamboozled by just because something's more expensive means it's better. I mean, obviously it's going to have a different effect, and you are going to have a different result. And when it comes to like watercolor paper, yeah, you will have a better result because you do get what you pay for. But I always see this is how I am. I'm afraid to make a mistake, and I don't like feeling like that. So I would rather make the mistake than not. Let me just check that text message. Oh boy. All right, so nothing that exciting happening, and anybody needing me, I just got to keep checking to make sure when I hear my phone bing bong that there's nothing major happening. All right, so how about this guy? I'll give him a little bit of a gray roof. I definitely think I'm going to get the colored pencils out for this later, and maybe that'll be another live stream, adding detail in. But it's always the first layer of watercolors that you do is always pretty ugly. So it's always kind of a hot mess. And I try not to get myself worked up about it because I'm always going to be going over it with, polka dots and stripes and that kind of thing. So I usually don't get too balled up about, oh my God, it doesn't look right. It looks crappy. I'm kind of doing, see how I'm doing different colors in, I'm dropping in a yellow and putting in an orange because why not? These aren't realistic looking houses. They're just fun little houses. This guy's got a nice little smattering over him. I love him. All right, this dude, let's see. How about an emerald green? What the heck color was this? Here's my color sheet. What's this say? I get older and I can't see shit. Okay, yeah, that's an emerald green. I think this needs to have some blue dropped into it because I love blue and green together. And see, I'm not even being super precious about going up to the edge or being so measured. I'm just kind of slap-shotting it on there because I'm going to go back in and add in my details later. So I'm not going to be too stressed out about this. Maybe add a dab of light green, little dots, because why the hell not? Bum, 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 bum. This guy needs a roof color. So I'm driving my kids to school this morning, and when the hell did it become okay to wear pajamas everywhere you go? Like, what is that? Not one person that I saw was wearing regular pants, except for my son, was wearing black jeans. I can't figure out when the heck it became, like, back when I was in high school a zillion years ago, you kind of wanted to look nice because you're hoping your crush would notice you. I never had a crush on anybody at school, though. I was always kind of the date outside of your school because I was very small school. Let's see. All right. This guy with the green, I love how he's coming out. How about a pink roof? Like a magenta color roof. It's bleeding in, and I actually really like that one that does that because it gives it a little more va-va-voom. That's what I call my middle daughter, va-va-voom. Because she's all of a sudden, my oldest daughter is gorgeous. She's like a Julia Roberts supermodel. And my middle daughter has all of a sudden come into her own, and she's just like a showstopper as well. And so I call her va voom. I think it drives her crazy because she would prefer to have the namesake of like badass or something. She's pretty tough. She doesn't put up with a lot. Somebody was bothering her friend the other day at school, and she said she's going to throat punch him. So, but she looks beautiful in a dress, which is hilarious because she's like a tough guy. I love purple. Purple and blue. It's pretty together. Let's see. How about a yellow house? Since yellow is the complementary of purple. And then I'll figure out what I want to do for my windows. I usually do like I did on the other side. I don't like black windows like nobody's home because it just looks kind of ominous. So I usually do, oranges and yellows to look like all the lights in the house are on, because I like friendly and happy and welcoming and not ominous and scary and creepy like Halloween decorations. Hell with that. I like happy Halloween stuff, like cute little things, not creepy. Oops. Skulls, and it's never been my shtick. All right, I'm just going to kind of keep moving down the line. Let's see. How about, I did blue, but I think I'll do like a darker blue. This guy doesn't have any a door, but this could be the back side of the building. It doesn't have to be the front. And plus, if I want to make this into a card to send to somebody, I need a place to write, right? So I'm watching this show called The Gilded Age, and it's on, I don't know, like HBO or something like that. And it's about like all the Gilded Age people, like the Vanderbilts and the Astors and that kind of thing. And we've always kind of liked that stuff as a family because we're close to Newport, Rhode Island, so we can go and check out their mansions. They're tiny little summer cottages that are 25 times bigger than anybody's house. So we're watching the show, and it's kind of funny to see like the actors that are portraying them, and they're actually really good. We get such a kick out of watching them. They're let's see, how about orange? It's got a lot of comic relief in it, which I can enjoy, because some of the stuff that they have to deal with, like, all the poverty, and then, they, God, I don't know how the hell those women walked around in those friggin' dresses all day long, and all the, the backstabbing, and they're trying to build like a railroad company, and it turns into, there's a railroad crash and all these people get killed, and whose fault is it? And they got to blame the rich guy who started the railroad, and how's he going to get out of it? It's so interesting to me to watch and see, like, this is the shit these people had to deal with. Like, you think, oh yeah, Rockefeller or Astor, they had a shitload of money and they had no problems. No, they really did have. I mean, I'm sure a lot of this crap is made up on the show, but it's just interesting because I never thought about, like, they probably did have a shitload of problems, and it's kind of sad when, like, one lady, her son he's in the closet gay, doesn't want anybody to know. You just feel so bad for him, because, like, that poor guy couldn't live his life. Court the daughter of another person. That's not him. He doesn't want this kind of life, but he can't be who he is meant to be. It's just kind of sad, So while it's all opulent, the costumes are awesome, makes you think, Jesus, I'm glad I didn't live back then. It's kind of a sucky time. What color? I think I'll do, I'm going to do red. This is more pink red. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. And I just finished reading or listening to the audiobook of Anderson Cooper called Astor. Well, shit, my husband's going to die on the Titanic, and I'm pregnant with a new baby, and now what do I do? Like, I never knew that stuff. So pretty cool. He did another one on his family, Vanderbilts. I haven't listened or read that one yet, but that's on my list. Because he's a good storyteller. No matter what your politics are, he tells a good friggin' story. All right, so now I'm going to go back, and I'm going to start again and do the rest of them. My husband is talking to me from the other room. I'm going to put some little lights in the window, because why not? You got to make it look like it's nice, friendly, happy people that live there. Who wants to live in a crummy, dark, dreary house? You got to live in a happy place. Maybe I'll do a dark blue. It's not really a dark blue. And I need a green for my little tree here. And then once you add that black pen, boy, does that make it pop and look gorgeous. That's my favorite part, adding the details with the black pen. This house, you know what you need? You need a purple door. Because who wouldn't want to live in a house? It's a pretty little purple door. And look at this smudge mark on here. That's from the cream that I put on my hands this morning. So it made a little splotch, but who cares? I keep thinking to myself, I got to bring in a palette, like a mixing palette, so I can mix my colors, but I keep forgetting to bring one up here from my classroom. Let's see, this guy, how about some little orange windows? Because why not, right? I'm really loose with my brush, like I'm not using it very carefully. I'm just kind of slap-shotting the colors on there. My water's starting to get crummy. Look at that. Gross. All right. How about some little... Oh, I didn't finish the other one. I'm going to this one. Some yellow ochre windows. I'll have to go back. But that's kind of the beauty of this little project, is you can kind of go back and forth and back and forth. How nice, like a turquoisey. And I'll put a little purple splash on there, because why not? This guy, he needs to have a red door. That's so funny that that one has the little resist on it from my fingerprint. Let's do a little green. Then we'll do another little green down here, and maybe they'll, when I touch them, they'll move in together. There we go. All right, let's get some pretty happy little windows in here. I could even like make little, I did the fabric one over here, but I could even make those out of other paper and paste it on to give it a more 3D effect. That's what I'm thinking I might do. See how things morph when you start doing them, and then you're like, oh, I think I'll change this, and I think I'll change that, and I think I'll do this, and I'm going to add that, and you get kind of, your creativity kind of goes nuts. I've got a hair in this. My hair is falling out onto my art. Let's see, this guy is like an olive green color. We'll put him down here. Let's see, windows for this guy. We'll do some little. We can even do cute little curtains, calico curtains or something. That would be really cute to add, because the details are what makes stuff like this, I think. Let's see, I'm not even Let's see, you need a little sign. I think I'll do you like this kind of greenish color. That looks pretty. Very light. There. right, move it on back and start again. That's why I like doing these kinds of things, because you can kind of keep it moving. You don't get bored in one little spot. Let's see. I gotta do this tree right here. Oh, that's a dark green. It's a lot of pigment. Usually I have like a mixing palette. I don't work directly out of my paint palette, but I forgot it, so work with what you got. Give this guy a little blue on his roof. I also have to start on the sky in the background. Gotta do this guy. What am I gonna do here? I think I'll do that like this little pink color, because I dropped the pink in, so that'll give it a little bit kind of give it a little pop. And then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stick a little green in there, because how cute is, I love green and pink together. All right, you, Mr. Window Box. This guy kind of went a little rogue, so I'm going to fix him up with a little. And see, you just kind of go over. Window box. It's going to make that be brown, because why not? Oh, I got to do a little brown tree over there. I need to do a chimney. Maybe add a little black in there, because chimneys aren't exactly the cleanest. So it's got a little there. This guy, I'm just going to wipe that up a little bit so that doesn't go all over the place. Ask me how I know, because I end up wearing it half the time. Let's go back to this guy. He needs something. He needs some trees. Some little bushes. Oh, I could kick myself for not bringing up that mixing palette. Dope. I hate it when I do stuff like that, and I'm like, ugh. I sit there and I obsess about it the rest of the time, because I really could use it. But I find it rude to go downstairs and get it when I have a live going on right now. So, all right, oh, there's a pooper there. Nobody needs that. All right, so now I'm going to just do my little sky. This little row right here of colors is got like a shimmer to it, so I don't use them very much. You know what? In this project, I'm going to. This is a fairly new paint palette anyway, so everything looks pretty new. And then I think, like with my little dangles, I think I'm just going to paint over them, and then I'll go back with a pencil or like a paint marker or something to add in the deets. Clean or solid lined, and that's what I want because I like having a whimsical and relaxed style. Measured and careful, and because that just adds another layer of stress that I don't need in my life. Who the hell wants it? I don't. All right, let me grab my paper towel, and I'm just going to mop this up a little bit because that's going to go flying off the edge of the paper and get all over the friggin' table. Yikes. All right, so now I'm going to dry it. First, I got to check it, make sure everybody's good. All right, so this is so funny with the swatch on it. My own resist that I didn't realize was going to be a resist. Cute. All right, now let's go. I'm going to add a little bit, another layer. I'm going to glaze a little bit. I'm going to add some little, just doodly textures, because why not? Can you hear Rosemary snoring? She's so cute. She has double ear infection, so she had to take medicine this morning and was not very happy about it. Let's see, this one, I think maybe I'll just do, it's kind of too light, so I think I'll just do some stripes like this across. And then this guy, let's see, maybe I'll just do some polka dots. Polka dots. And then this house needs to have some little stripy stripes on the roof. And you need something. So what do you need? I think based on what I did for the other one, I think I'm going to do similar, but not exact. And I'll do, let's see, how about almost like a, I don't even know what they're called. But just little like decorative fence mark kind of a thing. I know that's not what it's called, but And then this roof line, he needs something. So what could I do? Maybe I'll just do like a blue. There. Oh God, I didn't do his door. Whoops. How about yellow for your door, buddy? I'm sorry, I forgot your little door. All right, so there's that. Pretty cute. All right, now, going completely off the map, I'm going to take some of my bronze and I'm going to just add my dots, splatter, splash, because that's kind of my thing. Oh, I just realized I didn't do his window. Back I go. Yeah. All right, he needs, I don't know why I say he, she needs a pretty little window here. And a little thing up at the top. So we'll just do that gray because that could be like a little chimney. All right, then we're going to get the dryer out. All right. Get my pen out. This is just a Uniball Vision pen. And I like them because they have a metal tip, so because I'm really kind of hard on them. And here's where I'm going to start adding in my details. Let me pull in a little closer. This is the part that I love doing because it's just so fun to make details. Adds such a nice layer of interest. So after I'm done here, I have to go make a coloring book. And I don't mean like draw. Tomorrow in watercolor class, we're going to make our own reverse watercolor books. So I've got to put together a sample for show so that we can use that sample to make our own books. I've already got 2 samples done, 2 different size or styles, but I want to was thinking of one in the middle of the night last night that I want to do just to give plenty of option while we're making them so that we can make them for a gift or that kind of thing. So I'll have to share once that's done how it came out. I'm excited to do it. We just kind of came up with the idea last week in class because we were working on another project. And we got talking about how the sister of one of the ladies is kind of laid up in bed with an injury and she's looking for something to do. And then I said, I was talking about reverse watercolor books with my daughter. And I said, why the hell don't we make one? So that's how that came up. So the original lesson plan out the window and the new lesson plan comes up. I think this is hilarious. My aloe lotion forever lives on in my little watercolor card. I'm definitely going to add my colored pencils to this. I just think it'll add a little something to it. Also, I have to remember to bring in some glue because I'm thinking for this guy with his, stop saying his, with her window box, I think I might make 3D watercolor, 3D flowers. That would be kind of a fun little added embellishment. Oh, goodness, I've been on for an hour. All right, so I'm going to stop filming, and then I'm going to kind of do the stuff off camera, and then I'll make sure to share over socials and on my website so you can see the final product. But thanks so much for joining, and I hope you enjoyed watching me work, and I'm going to start doing more of these little lives on a regular basis, probably like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. I haven't quite worked out the details, but I will get to that.